It meant a lot to me when one of our clients said, "You've restored my faith in humanity."
One word that sums up legal aid is amazing.
Innovation.
Compassion.
Brilliant, helpful, it is soulful.
We are stepping up in the world. Yay! And who knows how high we can go.
If somebody wants to volunteer, come down and see what we're doing. They'll see the excitement, the energy.
When they throw their arms around you and they tell you that they love you, I mean, that is a great feeling.
It's because the Legal Aid Society cares that we're able to make positive change in people's lives.
It is incredibly rewarding for me to see families come together through the services of the Legal Aid Society of Orange County.
Legal Aid Society has reminded me pretty much on a weekly basis that there's more to the legal profession.
We're able to do just absolutely awesome things, and we have so much fun doing it.
We were very fortunate creating the LEAP program. I met Fred Rooney at an ABA Legal Services Delivery Committee meeting, and Fred, who was then teaching at City University of New York, had the great idea for an incubator. I thought that it would fit better at our program because we have a lawyer's referral service and we have a constant flow of clients in any given day. The resources we have to apply to problems is far less than the resources that our client community is asking from us.
So I believe we were the first legal aid to have an incubator program. I believe we were the first consortium of law schools that came together to put on the incubator. And so we've had tremendous support.
Because we saw a need and we saw an opportunity.
So our initial group was 28 lawyers, and now we added 14 more as a result of recent bar exam. And so now we have 42 LEAP attorneys that are committed to this program, that are participating, going through the trainings, participating in case review. And what's fun is they're working with each other now and helping each other represent our clients, and they're covering for each other.
I've been out of law school for a couple years now, and my goal was always to start my own practice, and I was lost. It was really difficult. A friend from law school was in a similar position, and we decided to partner up, and through my partner, he also applied for us to be a part of this LEAP program.
Well, the legal market is tough. No one can deny that. It's tough to find a job. And doing, the volunteering here, again, going to court and meeting other attorneys, it put me in touch with people to do contract work. I think without it, it would have been a long and lonely road.
While I was waiting for my bar exam results, Bill Tanner was just getting the program off the ground. Right when I was sworn into the state bar, he said, "All right, you're going to be a part of the program and you're going to start taking some pro bono cases."
Well, one of the things that Bill has mentioned, every attorney that he's asked, every judge he's spoken to, they've always said, how can I get involved? I want to be a part of this. Because I think they recognize there's a huge potential here. There's going to be probably a shift towards more people going directly into solo practice. Attorneys recognize this, judges, the bar itself recognizes this. So everybody wants to help foster people who are trying to work in this environment, to help people in this environment. And then they realize, well, this is awesome, because where they're going to be starting is probably on modest means clients. So at the very bottom of the income scale, we have people who qualify for legal services. They can come, and that's great for them. And then there's everybody else.
We're all over the place doing intake. And so what that does is stretches our resources so that we can't do that many in-depth representation, extended service cases. Well, that's what these attorneys want to do. And so it's been great because we can do all kinds of intake. We can reach out and help all kinds of people. And then when their cases get more complicated, we have this cadre of now 42 new lawyers that are looking for experience, and then they're going to court. And so the numbers have just exponentially grown on court decisions and representation in court. It's been fantastic.
My name is Lori Harden. My husband's name is Ned Harden Jr. We've been married 47 years. Yeah, long time.
Well, when I heard about the Hardens case, I thought it was a very unusual case. We normally see a lot of bank foreclosures when people don't pay their mortgages, but we've never really seen a judicial foreclosure?
We had had the Sears credit card probably from when our children were small, so 40 years at least. It was always usually a small balance, and it was something, you know, we were always paid everything on time. When he got sick, we had no health insurance, so we were trying, that was our priority, was to get tests done to find out what's wrong with him. So I had to call our credit card companies and see if I could make arrangements, and they were all very, very cooperative, except for Sears.
It went from a $3,000 debt to, at the time when they initially saw us, it was like a $18,000 debt.
When they first came to us, our goal was really to keep them in their home. And the home had been rehabilitated to accommodate Mr. Hardin's disabilities.
And I felt that if we didn't help them, they were going to be homeless.
I was very stressed, not only that they were going to take our house, but the stress of thinking I was going to have to try to take care of him somewhere that wasn't set up for his disabilities.
These types of cases are not easy cases. The seniors unit is really composed of myself and Bill Wise. With all the other legal work that we have to do, it was wonderful to have a LEAP attorney that was making sure that when the client said that she was going to get a reverse mortgage, contacting the lender on that, making sure exactly where it was at, contacting the escrow company. That actually takes a lot of time, which Bill and I did not have, so it was pretty invaluable.
You know, if you're in a situation where you can't afford an attorney, a lot of people don't know where to go. Working with Bill and Laura through our last problems with, you know, in the last 5 years, it was great. I mean, you guys were there for us when we needed it and took care of everything.
Mi nombre es José Alfredo Cortés.
Delfina Cortés. I am Agustín Cortés.
Estamos agarrando la custodia de Agustín porque él fue diagnosticado con esquizofrenia desde que estaba en la escuela. Él fue a una clínica y por la razón de que nosotros pidemos el título de Agustín Cortés porque su mamá está en una clínica y queremos tener el permiso para poder llevarlo a su clínica, a la escuela y lo que necesite.
His freshman year and his sophomore beginning of year, he was an A student, he was an honor student. At the end of his sophomore year, the school called and they said they were taking Agustin to a rehab. And we asked why, and he said that he had a nervous breakdown.
Muy triste me sentí yo, con mucho pendiente. Y yo cuando me dijeron que él tenía esa enfermedad, yo no hallaba ni qué hacer y yo tenía mucho pendiente de él, me sentía mal yo.
When they first came to us, they needed assistance to address the concerns of the medical providers of Agustin. We told them that a guardianship ends at 18, and that after that, if further assistance is needed, it would be through a conservatorship process.
We've actually filed a general conservatorship to be able to help the grandparent and the uncle to continue to make decisions for this child that they've been making their entire life for.
There's not many organizations that provide help with conservatorships, and so I think, but for legal aid, they probably would not have been able to obtain the conservatorship.
The help that legal aid has given us in this case has given peace of mind, I think, to Delfina and to Jose and to Agustin.
You made me really happy because you helped us out and I get to stay with my family.
Yo me siento muy contenta, muy gusto de poderlo ayudar, porque yo quiero seguir con él y todo eso, quiero que siga con nosotros y él también está contento con nosotros. Y yo estoy muy contenta que nos están ayudando, estoy muy agradecida con ustedes.
We have a limited conservatorship clinic. The clinic does not serve general conservatorship cases, and this becomes a little bit more difficult for me. I'm going to need the help, which is where our LEAP program comes in, where we've got new attorneys who want the experience, who want to be exposed to different areas of the law. I can mentor them, I can ask them to do research, ask them to make appearances. I think it's a fantastic program that helps us to be able to work on our cases, but at the same token, relieves us to be able to help others.
Legal aid has made a huge difference, not only in the lives of our clients, but in these attorneys and their commitment to providing pro bono services. And the LEAP program is designed to help those people, to help modest means folks who need access to legal services. And so these attorneys are being able to pay their bills, meanwhile serving this community that does not have access to a lawyer. If you don't do it,
who's going to do it?
It's time.
It's time
To get involved.
To get involved.
To make a difference.
to give.
And protect.
Protect those in need. The indigent. The elderly.
Veterans.
And families.
Protect the livelihood of those who have nowhere else to go.
So join us.
Join us.
Let's stand together
In one voice.
In one voice.
For justice.
For justice.
for justice.